get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
We're good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah, let's just roll with it.
And we're going to try to get this broadcast going as we pick up. It will be Lordsburg.
No, I'm good though. I can hear you.
Well, I've got another set back here, and we can switch them out here later. It should be good. See what we can do. Anyhow, try to get a hold of Tiffany back at the station. We've had audio issues. Line and gone.
A quick screen. Turn to the west side of the field and drop the ball. Fourth down.
What's happening, man? First game you've got to be here with us this season.
Shoot, man, it's good. I enjoy doing this. I appreciate you guys having me.
Getting out here, Kyle fans.
I actually enjoy having you here because I'm not just terrible by myself. I'm more than terrible. So I'm bringing up some levels here. Those are good. Someone's good and you are good. I'm going to have over Matt Wiggly and Tatum was hit hard as soon as the ball contacted him.
They got him up the middle. Wasn't able to get into the end zone. Trying to get this camera down. The sun's horrible.
Back up a little bit.
Now I can hear you.
Hey, look at that, huh?
Check it out.
Not bad.
Oop.
And quick Lordsburg there is they'll looks like they got stopped right about the line of scrimmage that time, maybe a loss. So they're gonna mark it like that. That sun is pretty high.
Yeah. Way. Oop, I'm back.
Yeah. Briefly you did. So Lordsburg now trying to move the ball for the first time. And Tip, I'm working on the audio levels now. Hopefully I can get us all the way up.
He busted it.
Big run coming here. I believe I see number 40. Is that 44?
44.
That's Zeke.
Quick screen pass. Number 44 runs in.
5'10" junior, and he takes it to the house. Now that we've got everything set up, double checking, make sure everything's good there. They say they're getting a lot of crowd noise and very little out of us. So that's a word from Tiffany Stuper back at the station. And I wonder if it's audio on the camera, perhaps, but we're gonna get there. Little feedback that time. Did you hear that?
Looks like they got theirs in point.
All right, we're back down. Anyways, real quickly, there's a lot of scoring already in this one, man.
Already, yeah, they're getting after it.
Now, when you were officiating, did you get to do much 8-man?
One. Pretty fast. Over at half.
Well, we're going to take a quick break and hope the ads are playing to where you guys can hear them. We'll be back in a moment.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
text back from Tiff in a minute. Maybe that piece is just not in there correctly, but it is supposed to be in there. That's one thing I do know. There's very few things I do know. Folks, you all are going to learn this over the next few weeks. Was here last night for the ball, as a matter of fact. How'd that go? It was wonderful. Let's see if we can cut that back just a little bit now. And that should be good. That's a little better already. And now get yours. That's a little bit better already. There it was. So that is my mic. There is Shane's mic. Let's make sure that's on. That is. Now you should be losing everything, yeah. There we go. Ooh, still out. But we'll get to it.
We got 10 out there. We got Tatum with the ball, first down.
So far the Tatum D has actually held up pretty well. Performers on 8-man ball in New Mexico. You know it? He is.
Don't get open like that by himself. That was a great job on the rest of
So now, I see this modem keeps turning on and off too. So hopefully we're doing a little better now. And she said the sound is on and blasting. So I have turned this way down again. Thank goodness.
See if we can punch in this extra point conversion.
Fold it? Did they fold it? No.
Wow. Everything. Now we're back again. Shane, we're going to get this right eventually, buddy.
Number 6, brother.
So let me bring us way down one more time. I had about right here last night. That ought to be a good level for me anyways.
We'll call that Martinez Squares.
And Shane's level looks pretty good, so we're in good shape. Going to have to come way down right there. Get that about 1 o'clock, and it's a little bit better. Hopefully we are slowly getting good audio for a change. So the modem, there we go. It's plugged in good. It just keeps jumping back and forth. Anyways, Tiff, I think we got it now. We may still be just a little bit hot.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now I'm better. Good.
Good deal.
It sounds a lot better on my end.
I would think so.
Of course,
Let me see if
cheerleaders
I'm
haven't
back.
Turned around yet.
What's that?
Cheerleaders haven't turned around and started cheering yet.
Well, that's true. And that'll be some of the noise coming back this way. Looking into the sun here at the Tatum Coyote football field. Now, 3 scores already in this first quarter for Tatum. As I'll get back into our interface now and try to
20-8.
go 20-8 your score, as Shane just told us.
Pick up an offense at the 45-yard line.
And
Coyotes are leading 20-8.
that ought to work for us. If you need to adjust your earphone volume, it's going to be that one right there.
Good, brother.
All right. Excellent. So now I am back in here. So let me get this score going. And another message from Tiff. Sound is good for us. So now there is a throw here coming from the QB and just missed him. Isaac Murillo is the quarterback here. Number 2.
I was down on the field earlier. Look how long the grass is.
It really is.
It sure does slow down some people.
It may be by design.
Oh,
You
for
never know.
sure. Our
This is a
teams
team
do
that did defeat Tatum last year pretty well. Now we're going to get that on here. There you go. First quarter still going. It is the Lordsburg team's ball. That's a long trip, man, from Lordsburg. That is a long haul to get here. Little short screen pass. It just wasn't set up real well. The line didn't block very well, and defense was straight through that time for the Coyotes. And that should bring up 3rd down and about 8.
They just have not been able to move the ball very well. Defense for Tatum is pretty outstanding right now.
Oh, they've been just solid. And they were solid last week at Alamo Navajo. Of course, I looked at Alamo's record. They're now 0-2 and have been outscored 100-0 on the season. Lordsburg presents a little bit more of a challenge. Murillo will get this pass away to number 5, and guess who's not on our roster? Number 5.
Just a little short. It's going to be 4th down. About 3.
So 4th and 3. Tell you what, with number 5 not being on the roster, the stadium announcer's having a little trouble there too. It's pretty rough on the radio, guys, I'll tell you. So the 4th and 3, and he throws behind the receiver that time, incomplete, and it will be a Tatum.
I think that throw was just a little early for the route. As he turned around, the ball was almost behind him already.
Yeah. So we are going to go to Tatum having the ball, and it'll be 1st and 10. So, again, we're on KEJL 100.5 FM, also HobbsAmerica.com, and out there on YouTube as well. Lots of ways for you to check us out. A little run to the right this time, and a
Looks like
late flag.
Face mask, maybe?
Could be, or I wonder, did they maybe, it's going to be a hold against Tatum.
Oh, that was in the area of holding, wasn't it?
That's what I think Joe Buck would tell you.
Right.
All right, so they'll mark this one off, and it looks like it came from about a yard deep. We'll call it 1st and 21. So after the penalty, it's going to be a long one here for Tatum.
14 or 15.
I've got them at, they're at the 38-yard line, it looks like here. And, now a nice little run here from the
He is
quarterback.
just extremely strong.
He is. I mean, I don't know how he got away from that initial hit. So Martinez, again, just doing what he does out here.
On both of his runs, he's busted some tackles. His long runs, I should say.
That's right. I don't know if you can see the scoreboard from where you sit there.
I can't.
That sun is pretty brutal today.
So the wall is, too.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to see through that. Yeah, I can see that. Anyhow, Tatum is still up 20-8, and are facing 2nd and about 20 here. Martinez will take the snap, toss over. As a backwards toss, and receiver just keeps running this way. That is going to be Robert Martinez. Robert Martinez changes direction, comes all the way down for about a, 60-yard score.
Man,
60
like
yards.
Could have got a little clip blocking the back. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not. This wall's in the way. But, tell you what, the flag never came out of the pocket, so that'll make it a 26-8 score. Tatum lining up again.
I think our sound's good, huh?
It is. Tiffany Stuber back at the station, who is the technical genius, taking care of us.
Well, somebody needs a technical genius.
Oh,
Because we're not.
No, man. Yeah, we're too old for that. Yeah, I used to be able to set a clock on a VCR, but now it's terrible. So there's a run by Martinez. Did he get in
He
there?
did. He
so
did.
that's going to be a 28-8 score here, as Tatum off to a good start here.
So, and that was Carlos Martinez again. He's gonna be a guy that not only as a quarterback you're gonna call his name a lot, but running the ball you're gonna call his name a ton this season.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell you, they're doing pretty good. Coach Satterwhite's got them going.
Gonna need a ton of water for him, too.
Yeah, me too, I think. Either way. But we do think, and Shane is good too. They said your volume's good. That is awesome, man. So
First time
we're finally
anybody's told
getting
me
it out. I probably is the first time anybody's told you that, I was going to say, hold on, I think maybe once during the old show, maybe. But it didn't happen. Anyways, I'm Dusty Wyndham. Shane Williams here with me. We're on KEJL 100.5 FM, HobbsAmerica.com, and on YouTube. Our first season here doing Tatum High School football. And, man, that grass is deep. Look, you don't even need a tee out there to kick the ball.
No.
Stand straight up.
And we're probably going to lose camera here in about 10, 15 minutes.
Battery-wise?
No,
or?
when that sun gets right there.
Yeah, I tell you, that is pretty brutal. Short kick, travels, 10, 15 yards, and it's straight into the hands of a Lordsburg receiver.
So that's interesting. Have you done many of these games?
This is the second game I've been able to do this season.
All shallow kicks, huh?
Yes.
That's interesting.
They don't play for field position, I guess, but after some of the plays they've had, maybe they don't need to.
Right.
Now, again, this is a team that did defeat Tatum last season in Lordsburg. That's a heck of a trip, man. You ever been to Lordsburg?
No, I have not.
It's a long, long ways. Now, a direct snap and just coming through the line and decking. The ball carrier was number 15, and that is Derek Fultz.
What a hit.
5'11", 160 senior, linebacker and tight end.
That's almost a decleater there, huh?
Yeah. I tell you what, it was almost a concussion maker. He got him solid. Stopped him right in his tracks and looked for a second like the kid might not want to get up.
That's correct.
But he's tough. Gets up anyway. And Murillo will get it back. Now he'll toss back over to number 5, who we still don't know. And a first down after a gain of about 13, 14, 15 yards.
Slow to get up, but he broke about 3 tackles there.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive run after catch, or rack.
That's right, the rack. So who's one of the best rack receivers of all time?
Rack. Oh, man, I always like, of course, I'm a Dallas homer.
Yeah, of course.
Michael Irvin.
Yeah. Irvin was pretty good at it. I always thought Charles Johnson, Megatron, could get going.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Now a tough snap, barely handled by Murillo. He looks like he almost lost it, trying to get a grip on it. Defense gambles, and a touchdown now for Lordsburg from, that was the 37-yard line, it looked like.
Yes, sir.
So it was 37 yards for the score. Oh, did they call him out at the 1?
Wow.
Yeah, they did. So I'm going to have to back that score off. Back to 28 to the solid 6. It's 28-8. I was trying to put 6 on here, and I get confused easy. I don't know if y'all know this about me.
Well, this is a confusing game.
Yes, it is. So Murillo hands off, and, the run game just hadn't worked at all.
Yeah, they're killing them in the interior. Is there interior in this?
8 men, yeah, 5 of them are interior,
Okay.
maybe 4? Half of them? That's a good question. 8 man, a different game all the way around.
We're going to have to work on some lingo on this. We're going to have to get our lingo down.
It's early in the season. We're going to get there. By the time the playoffs hit, we ought to be okay.
Playoffs?
So after the loss, is that the end of the quarter or a timeout called? That's a good question.
Timeout, I believe, sir.
All right. So timeout has been called.
Now, again, running the ball has not worked out so far for Lordsburg, but the passes worked a couple times. Decent.
Gathered a couple of miscues on some passes if they weren't a little errant. Gained some good yards there.
Yeah, one overthrow, one maybe just a little too hard and behind the receiver from
a couple slants here on this side too.
Yep. So Tatum D is gambling, though. They're going after the football, not so much the man, which I don't know if that's Coach Satterwhite's philosophy or not, or Coach Solis still up here. We'll talk to him in a little while and get his thoughts. Was here last night for volleyball. Again, the Coyotes beating New Mexico Military Institute 3-0. Straight set victory. Murillo back, and
oh, what a leap.
He threw that ball into the end zone, but
I think he was as high as the crossbar. I mean, he got up there.
So it was caught for a touchdown.
It was. Unless he hit the 1 yard line again and I missed it.
Next week, bring the Sawzall. We'll put a plexiglass window in here, and you'll be all right. But the score this time does count for Lordsburg, as it is now 28-14.
We got some people out there watching us, I see.
Yeah, look at that. On the big screen. Good thing they don't turn the camera on us, Shane.
Oh, thank goodness.
So back.
We might get a couple more viewers, though.
So I couldn't tell if that one went in because I can only see about the pylon and 2 yards back this way from
It
this.
did not.
Did not. So still 28-14. Not 140 as I almost put in here. Tell you what, this is all new to me, doing any camera work, and the interface here that keeps the score correct on the board there.
But you're doing a heck of a job.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard that before, ever. You know that. So here we are, 28-14, Tatum leading, and we're still in the first quarter. So 42 points in the first quarter. Does that make you glad not to be out on the field officiating anymore? That's a lot of running, man.
Yeah, that would be torture. Torture.
So Lordsburg lines up for the kick, another short kick. I guess everybody's going to kick short. And there's the lateral back and a smart pass, and it looks like number 6 this time for Tatum is going to take it to the house. And that's Robert Martinez. And it was, of course, Carlos Martinez that got him the ball, the quarterback.
That
received the kick.
Pretty awesome play right there.
It was a Music City Miracle, anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Ethan Newell, the kicker that time. And the defense just fooled 34 now to 14. And it sounded like I heard the horn there for the end of the quarter. Maybe it was just a horn honking out there. 3:18 in the first quarter still to go. That's amazing. That's a lot of points. So Tatum will line up for 2 here after the lateral and return for a touchdown on the Lordsburg kickoff, who had just scored. And they've had some trouble moving the ball right up the middle this time, and getting in is Cervantes.
He's in. Well, that's a quick answer, isn't it?
It is. Tell you what, see a few seniors on this squad. You're looking at Carlos Martinez, the quarterback. Matthew Cervantes, the young man who just got that one in. 36-14 your score here in Tatum. And we're going to take a quick break and wipe the sun out of our eyes here. We'll be back in just a few moments. And back again. Dusty Wyndham and Shane Williams. I'm going to mix that up 100 times, and I know what my name is. That's really bad, you know. So, but we are here and doing a bang-up job. Bang down, maybe something, I don't know. People are probably going to try to get rid of us. So we do want to thank the folks out there watching, the folks out there listening, and rooting on the Coyotes. who now have a 36-14
Oh, a kick.
first quarter lead. And that one is kicked deep. It rolls out of bounds, so that ball will be spotted. And, you know, we got to figure out where it's going to be spotted. Is it the same?
I don't.
You're the ex-official, man. You tell me.
One game?
Okay.
No way.
Okay.
You've done a game or two.
I've done 2 Tatum games.
Then you should know.
Yeah, I should. You know what? I've actually done more than that. Back when they had the Southeastern New Mexico Kickoff Classic at Watson Memorial Stadium to start each football season, I would be there broadcasting all 4 games every day or every time. So I have done Tatum, but they were 6-man back then.
I can't even see the players on the screen. I'm sorry, guys.
You are fairly close, and there's another little pass that time. It's going to be good for a gain of about 7 for Lordsburg here.
They found something, I think, in this passing game
Just a little bit.
with the no-name player.
And it's going to be 2nd and about 3 here. Where's the ball marked at? That's going to be about the 43. So now it's going to be Murillo, and they are moving the ball quickly through the air now. Another gain of about, that's about 10-yard gain right there.
Another great catch and run.
They've looked pretty good so far when they are playing hard with the pass, but the run hasn't worked. I don't think we'll see too much more of it except to keep the defense honest. Out of Lordsburg anyways. Tell you what, some good shine of those Coyote helmets down there.
They are.
Different than what they wore last week in Alamo Navajo. And so, is this going to be?
Ooh. We had one that was going to call.
Yeah, one was going to call the false start. The other one was going to call.
They got to get together.
Yep. So a conference on the field here. So we'll see what the call ends up being, but I'm with you, man. Conflicting calls. Is that just a 4-man
Yes.
crew?
Looks like it from their Hobbs crew.
Oh wow. So
Caught
it
him on
will.
defense.
This one will end up going against the Coyotes. So it will be an offside penalty. They'll move this one 5 yards, which pushes the ball further into Coyote territory, up to about the 42, 43-yard line, it looks like. And so on 1st and 5, just another miscue in the passing game.
Yeah, just threw it a little short. Either that or he ran the wrong route. I mean.
Well, it could be. And with the way they're talking to each other,
Yeah,
down
he's
here,
like,
it very well
"Oh,
could be.
I think you should have done that.
So Victor Valdez, one of the receivers down there, and then of course number 5, who is not on the Lordsburg roster. I'm sorry, folks, I do not know who he is. The young man's had a couple of nice plays, though.
Who is he?
Good question. He's number 5. So Murillo is back, stumbles in the backfield, now takes off running and is pushed out of bounds by the Coyote D after a gain of about 3.
The ball was slipping out of his hand when he took it back.
And that's 2nd or 3rd time. You know, on a couple of the snaps, you can see him rolling out, and he's still trying to grip the ball.
He's wearing is that a glove or?
On that left hand. Maybe it could be, it looks like a glove.
Can't tell.
Could even be like a small cast or something, and maybe part of the reason why he's having trouble getting.
It is a glove.
Yeah. Got all the plays on that wristband there too.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the flicker from the sun that time. So now Murillo's back on this 3rd down play.
Oh, that is going to be a pass. Oh.
It does. It looked like he got there a little bit early on the defense that time for Tatum, but I did not see a flag come out.
That's why we're up here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you must have been a great referee. So we're going to go down to 4th and 5 now. And we'll see another 4th down play. You don't see much punting going on here.
No.
Of course, Tatum scored
I
on
don't
like
think
2
they
plays
like to
at a
kick the
time.
ball in this game.
You know what? I don't blame them. It's kind of more fun to just keep playing. So here comes that screen again.
Great
This
hit.
time the Coyotes ready and laid out the receiver, number
41.
41. Huh? Is that? Well, guess what? Not a 41 on the roster again. So we must have a home and away deal.
Pretty.
Oh, well, I was looking at
Cooper
the receiver.
Kirby.
I said the receiver. No, I knew Cooper Kirby. See.
Great tackle is what I was trying to say, sir. My bad.
And see, we're just, I'm offensive minded, you're defensive minded. That's just the way it goes, you know. Opposites. That's what's going to make these broadcasts so good, Shane. So Tatum will take over here, 1st and 10. And still in first quarter action here, not much doing for the Coyotes that time. A helmet comes off. I believe that means he's got to come off the field for
What a great
play.
tackle. Open field tackle by 58.
So 58 for Lordsburg is Armando Velarde. Velarde is a junior.
For as many moves as 6 has been putting for Tatum on people, that was a great open field tackle.
Yeah, it was. Coach Dell Hooper, the head coach across the way for Lordsburg. Yeah, I believe the score was 58-34 last season, the win over Tatum. And here comes another big, quick run. Cervantes that time.
They do not have any containment on the outside. Tatum's got it at will, it looks like.
They really do. And once they get outside, they've got enough speed. They've pretty much outran everybody. So going to be a tough assignment on that Lordsburg D here the rest of the way. So a 3rd and 2. And another handoff. This one up the middle that time, just carrying white jerseys with him. I'll tell you what, talk about some strength and conditioning. They must have a heck of a program here in Tatum. That is a big first down. And the ball across midfield all the way to the 40-yard line of Lordsburg.
You got a timeout.
Or that's the end of the quarter, maybe?
32 seconds.
32 seconds left, huh? So your score here, as long as I'm correct, 36-14.
You are awesome.
I'm really not. But the timeout on the field will give us a chance to run an ad from one of our sponsors. Again, I'm Dusty Whittam. Shane Williams here with you. And you're listening and watching here on HobbsAmerica.com, 100.5 FM KEJL, and out there on YouTube. We'll be right back.
Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply,
Legendary Services
1310
would like
Avenue,
everyone
Owen,
to
Eunice,
recognize the
another
Tatum
proud
Coyote
supporter
team and
of Lee
coaches
County
for a
athletics.
season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
And we are back once again here in Tatum, New Mexico, where the hometown Coyotes have a 36-14 lead with about 30 ticks left here in this first quarter over Lordsburg. And that run went nowhere. Blocking broke down a little bit there on the interior, if you will.
Whoa. I thought he was going to make it there for a second. He just closed the hole.
Real quick, too. He did. It was pretty impressive, actually. So that will bring up 2nd and a long 10, short 11. It wasn't quite a loss, but right about at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down play coming here.
No, we got to end the quarter now.
And mercifully, the first quarter comes to an end. Our broadcast will get better. I promise you, folks, we'll be back in just a few moments.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And back again. Dusty Wyndham, Shane Williams here with you. We're going to start the second quarter. It's going to be a new broadcast right there. It's 36-14 Tatum here as they'll face a second down and about 10.
Getting all the wrinkles out, huh?
Yeah, we are. We are. I hope. I say that, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyhow, it's good to be here with all the folks in Tatum. Lee County football, stronger and stronger every year, it seems like.
Yes, sir.
So Coyotes now moving the other direction, and this will be a run towards the left-hand side, and he was stood up, and then it took three more Lordsburg athletes to bring down the other
man.
man.
Put a stiff arm on that defender, buckled him up. Coach is not happy on the other side.
Yeah, he must have seen something we didn't. And that's going to happen a lot. We may not always be looking at the same stuff. You never know. So we've got a third and about 5, long 5, maybe 6, for the Coyotes here as we continue to roll live from Tatum. It will be Carlos Martinez back. He'll take snap, and a free man coming at him. He's able to evade the first tackle, but not the second time.
They sent the house that time, didn't they?
They sure did. And that will be a loss back of about 7 yards, maybe even 8, as that'll bring up a fourth down here.
12. They're going to punt it?
I don't know. I don't know. I have a whole punted last week. So, I mean, there is punting in the 8-man game.
I bet they don't punt it.
I bet. I don't know. I think they will. Well, they may not. No, they're not going to.
Oh, he's going deep anyway.
I mean, throw a deep interception just as good as a punt in it if you tackle him. So, nobody looking at that.
Yeah.
Receiver was still running. And don't know if that was the QB or the receiver that misread that play.
Well, I'm still not good with names yet, but 6 was slanting in, and it looked like he was supposed to get the ball. He was very unhappy.
And that is Robert Martinez.
Mr. Martinez.
Carlos, the quarterback, Carlos Martinez. Robert Martinez, a receiver. And I believe Jonas Martinez down here, number 88, is a freshman, but he's a lineman. So ball back over to Lordsburg on down. And big play and another good run, and they may tack on 15.
Bad. Yeah. Oh, he's hurt too.
Yeah, it looked like he landed awkwardly and was pulled down from behind about 4 yards out of bounds by the Coyotes that time. And one of those penalties that coaches will get onto a young man for, to be aware of where you are on the field. And we're waiting the call, and it is going to be the late hit out of bounds, the personal foul. So it'll be another 1st and 10 here. Man, that's a tough break for the Coyotes, and a good one for Lordsburg, is they're going to move the ball all the way down to about the 27. Is that correct?
Yep, looks right.
Yeah. I'm getting better at that. Oh, Little movement along the line that went unnoticed and uncalled there. Number 5 will catch this one from Murillo, and Tatum will stand him up. 5 didn't go down that time, though.
The team stood him up.
I said Tatum. You know, might have been the town. No, I'm kidding. It's the defense did stand him up, but 5 never went down, and that's a tough kid. Because some of the hits that have been laid on this Lordsburg squad by the Coyotes here have been pretty impressive. So another first down there, and almost same play, dropping the ball this time, though, will be number 44, Zeke De La O. Or De La O. I don't know. You tell me, buddy.
De La O.
De La Soul? No, De La O.
Oh.
You know, we just told everybody how old we are. You know that?
You told him how old you were.
I did. You're older than me, though. I'm going to give you that. Anyway, 2nd and 10.
Same
This
play.
one completed. Seems like defense that was gambling going after the ball early on now is waiting for him to catch it and just kind of sitting back for the Coyotes as they'll be 1st and goal from about the 4 or 5 yard line.
That was another catch by a no-name 5.
Tell you what, 5 is pretty good. See, this is where we need another assistant to run across the field and get 5's name.
We'll be all right.
There's the pass towards the end zone. Looks.
Oh, he was he thought he was going to get lit up, so he kind of laid off.
Yeah,
of that.
Alligator armed it.
Yeah.
And that was the same young man that time. Zeke De La O.
De La O.
De La O. I'm digging it. Now you're telling everybody how old we are. You keep saying it, man. You know. Either way, we've got a 2nd down and goal. And this one gets into the end zone and is incomplete.
Out of the back.
Did he go over?
Yeah. So he jumped up, and, of course, looked like they were going to sandwich him again, so he kind of gave up on it.
The alligator arms will get you. Tell you what, is it the same kid that had the leaping catch, though, over here?
Yes, it was.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down now.
Another cross.
And this time, can they stand him up before he gets across the byline? It looks like they did.
Short.
So it'll be 4th and a yard. If that far. It looks like about 6 inches for him.
Inches.
So a 4th down play right at the goal line. Defense hoping to stand up for the Coyotes. The Coyotes do lead it, however. 36-14. A 22-point lead. Murillo gets the snap, and there's the slant again. Just every time.
Mr. 5. Johnny 5. That's what
Johnny
we're calling
5.
Johnny
there
5.
you go. You know what? That's a great movie. I'm not even going to say anything about Short Circuit there. You know, that'll bring the score to 36-20 here in Tatum. And Lordsburg still trails by 16, trying for 2 here. Murillo will take it. Almost had a hold right there as the D broke through the line. This one goes out of the end zone and under the fence.
Under the fence.
Did it go under the truck?
It's ground rule double.
It's even under the truck beyond the fence, so the player for Lordsburg has to get down and put it as backyard football, man. Actually,
what happens if it gets flat out there? I guess they got more, though.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, how much time left in this quarter, Shane? I can't see.
8 minutes and 35 seconds. I got a new way to look at it now.
Yep, a better way, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, see. Optimism there, folks. 8:35 left in this first half. 36-20 your score. Tatum leading Lordsburg, and after a furious first half scoring frenzy, it slowed down a little bit here in this second quarter.
Yeah, it looks like they are doing a little better job of maybe stopping Tatum, and their offense has picked up a little bit in this quarter, so maybe it won't be a runaway. I don't know.
We shall see. Now, is this kick going more than 15 yards?
No, not this time.
Let's see. Goes 5, 10, 12, and picked up.
He's picked up about 10 yards into the foul.
Yeah,
Right
did.
back to where he kicked it from.
So Carlos Martinez there.
It will be at the 40-yard line of Lordsburg. Tell you one thing about Lordsburg, they have not really hung their heads when they got down by 22 there and continue to move the ball, and Tatum hadn't figured out that short pass yet.
No, and that's kind of what I was getting at. They could have folded up, called it quits already, but they were coming back.
So now Carlos Martinez back under center, drops back, and the line let it through, had a wide open man, and it was dropped there by the receiver.
Yeah, they brought the 3 interior line, and Tatum was like, okay. They just couldn't catch the ball.
Was that number 6? It was
I
Martinez
believe
again.
so, yes, sir.
Yeah. So Robert Martinez on the drop that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Tatum. From the 41-yard line, we'll call it. So 41 yards to pay dirt. And tell you what, a lot of scoring. That's what's fun about the 8-man game, the pace.
Yeah, that's what makes it difficult for us, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, another drop.
Another drop by Martinez there. And tell you what, for Lordsburg there, number 7, Jonathan Gutierrez, had his man wrapped up, and well after the whistle had him wrapped up there. 3rd and 10 now for Tatum, who, early on they were just moving the ball at will, running it wide. They'd go outside, and they've kind of gone away from that here. And now 3rd and long, you're going to throw most likely, and the line just missed that assignment.
Yeah, well, you can see this 3 plays in a row they've come up the middle.
Yeah, and Carlos Martinez was hit hard back at about the 48-yard line, so that was a pretty big loss of 7, so 4th and 17 now.
Might have almost been pretty close to helmet to helmet.
Yeah, it really was.
All right, I'm going to try to get this, but I cannot see anything right now, so.
It is kind of tough with the glare from the sun, which will set at some point. That is a punt and a good one. It's going to chase Lordsburg back, and it looks like it goes off of a Lordsburg player, and it was recovered by the Coyotes. And it is Tatum football. I almost said basketball.
Oh, man, so guy was coming back to make a block for Lordsburg and just kicked it with his foot unknowingly, and that's horrible.
But your receiver back there's got to tell him to get out of the way.
Yeah, ice, right?
Yeah,
Maybe?
that's it. Are we that old? I'd say we are. I don't see a 5.0 out there, but we'll see if they can pick up 5 on this 1st and 10 here, as Tatum will get the ball on the turnover. So now heading to the line are the Coyotes. Let's see if I can stand up and see it a little better.
Watch the.
I'm not
cliff.
sure what I dropped, but I dropped something. Either way,
Incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass that time.
They
from
dropped
Tatum.
it too. Don't feel bad.
You know what? I do. I still feel bad. Anyhow, Shane, first on-air action for you in a while, man.
Yeah.
It sounds like it for me, too. So, taking their time to get this play started here on a 2nd and 10 are the Coyotes after the fumble. What is considered a fumble, and didn't even look like the receiver turned around again on that one. He's getting rid of the ball pretty quick, though, is Martinez.
Kind of looked like he was being held a little bit, but.
Might have been. He still never turned and looked. That part I did see. So I'm going to step back here. Look at that. I'm cheating.
It's probably cooler over there, too.
Good thing there's long cord on these headsets here. It is. Nice breeze. I'm not going to lie. So now in the shade over there, Martinez gets it. There's the defense right up the middle. He escapes it, though, and takes off towards his left. Gets all the way to the end zone. and it will be another touchdown. Martinez is just a beast.
He blew that guy up.
I tell you what, it looked like Jerome Bettis trucking somebody out there.
No.
So any laundry on the field? I don't see any.
No. Sorry, I thought I had an angle on that. I missed it. Sorry, folks.
It happens. See if I can get back in here to the dashboard. That makes it a 42-20 score with 7:18 to go here in this second quarter. Still first half action, and Martinez takes the snap and gets it right across. And that is going to be, I believe, Coleman, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Gomez. Brian Gomez.
So, Lordsburg went up the middle, kept going. It's like Tatum kind of baited him into that.
Yeah, it kind of looks like what Lordsburg's been doing to Tatum a little bit offensively, and, you know, fight fire with fire, I guess.
And then when you got a young man that can run like this young man here for Tatum.
So we are now here at 44-20. Martinez packs a pretty good punch for a quarterback, especially, right?
Does it have his
5'8", 205?
There you go.
5'8", 205.
So just this little
Deuce Vaughn?
big old dude, man.
Yeah, I tell you what, I wouldn't get in his way. That's for sure. But I don't get in anybody's way. You know, I'm a pacifist. So that's where we're at. 44-20 here is your score here in Tatum.
Dusty
the Coyotes
lover,
for the
not a fighter.
Well, I don't know if I'd be either one of those things, actually. But, you know, I'm more of a talker. That's where we're at.
Gotcha.
So Tatum ready to kick again. How far does this one go? They kicked deep last time.
Oh, yeah, that's going. I think they're going to try to get their defense in this.
So now moving quickly to the other side, switching it up, is the kicker.
Man, I was wrong.
And that was number 40, Jasiel, I'm hoping it's Jacel, Esparza. I got that part right. I've seen Hasiel before, but this one is a little bit backwards on the spelling.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not quite that. I'll talk to Coach after. At the half, but Lordsburg will have the ball now here at the 39-yard line, we'll call it. 1st and 10 as I get back in here to the scoreboard. And get the ball back. There we go. The interface on this thing is pretty crazy. Oh, had an interception after the receiver fell. And no flag came out. He was looking for one, but I didn't know if their feet got tangled up there or what have you. But Tatum had a shot at that one, and coming off limping now for the Coyotes will be Josh Harris.
Everybody thought he had that one.
Harris limps off the field and is replaced. Is that number 2?
Yes.
Garrett Anthony, another freshman. Both of those young men are freshmen here for the Coyotes. So 2nd and 10. And back is Murillo, and that's a drop that time.
Legendary Way.
All right, back again here at Tatum High School, Tatum, New Mexico, home of the Coyotes, who lead it 50-20 over Lordsburg right now. And the stream will be back in just a few moments, folks. But on air, you're listening to us still. Shane Williams beside me. There's a kick, went about 25 yards that time, 20. And a big hit right on the hometown sideline against big number 44, De La O. Zeke received that one, got some positive yardage out of the deal, and almost midfield, right about the 44. So Tiffany Stuber back at the studio has her hands full with Shane and I up here in the booth. There is a pass that is thrown out, a gain of about 5 on the play. And still limping is that still number 7 out there? On the defense? No. That is 6, and that is Martinez. And Robert Martinez toughing it out, stays on the field. But you can see
He's wore out.
a couple of, maybe so, couple of lower limb injuries. The stick grass could have something to do with it. That was a great play set up. The throw maybe could have been a little bit deeper that time for Murillo as it just went off the hands of the receiver.
The way he was bending back was kind of behind him a little bit too.
Yeah.
And he was wide open.
Gutierrez, yeah, he was. He had a good 4 yards on the defender that time. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 here. As I try to get everything going on the interface. Keep the that little bar at the bottom of the screen updated. That's another play, same play.
Johnny 5 again.
So Murillo to Johnny 5. The combination so far for Lordsburg. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 now. So just under 6 minutes to play here now in this first half. Tatum with the 30-point lead, but Lordsburg moving the ball here. And almost the same play, this time a little bit further out, and a gain of about 4 on the play.
It looks like he might have been able to jump that route. You know, he just kind of waited on the ball to arrive.
You know, and that's something. This is a fairly young Coyote team, really. State champs back in 2021, and since then, a lot of those experienced players have moved on. And so we're going to call it 2nd and 6 here from the 40-yard line of the Coyotes. So Murillo ready to go. Gets back, and you know the Tatum D line, if you will, is not getting the penetration it was either early in the game. That's a gain of about 3, maybe 4 again. They're going to have him about the 44, I believe. Call it the 45. It'll be a 3rd and 2.
For all the listeners, Tatum in red.
Lordsburg in white. That is correct. Hey, look. And on your radio dial, they're moving left to right.
Left to right on the radio dial. I've wanted to say that my whole life.
And there it is. So now Murillo back up under center. And he'll take the snap himself, try to go up the middle, and there's like a wall there. So even a loss of a yard, it looks like to me. And that should bring up 4th and about 3. From the Tatum, 40 or 36?
Yeah, I don't think that surprised anybody. You know, he was just inching.
Yeah. I think everybody did read that one, as Shane said. What do you think defense needs to do to tighten up a little bit here for the Coyotes with a 30-point lead, of course?
Oh, I think they're doing all right. They need to watch these outside right here.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
And finally going after the ball and getting it this time are the Coyotes, the INT on the 4th and 3.
You asked, and they just told you.
There it is. You knew that was coming, right?
Well, I knew something to the outside was coming, right?
So Cervantes with the interception for the Coyotes here will bring up a 1st and 10 from their own 40 for the Coyotes, and we're now at 3:38 remaining in this first half. So can the Coyotes score again? They've got the 30-point
without
lead.
a doubt. No problem. They scored twice.
Yep, as fast as this is, yes. You know, the 35-point lead would lead to the running clock.
Does that happen in the first half?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know.
Good to know, because I don't.
Now, that time it looked like Martinez almost lost the snap and then loses the ball after getting a first down.
Oh, all the tough running he does.
And it will be Lordsburg football.
So that's when it goes bad against you. You know, he's trying to deliver that blow and loses the ball.
I tell you, well, he lost it on the snap back there. You could see him kind of bobble it just a bit, and then he takes off, gets the run, trucks a couple guys, and then loses the football. So Lordsburg gets it back right at midfield. First Tatum turnover, 2 by Lordsburg so far in the game.
One thing we got to give him is A for effort, right? He's not quitting.
No, and he won't. That kid's a leader out there. Was that pass?
They went right back to where the interception was last.
And it looked like it was incomplete that time, so it'll be a 2nd and 10. Yeah. If I'm Cervantes, I'm jumping that route every time.
Yeah, yeah. So I called it earlier. I was like, man, it looked like he could have done it, and then he did it, and
then he didn't.
And then he didn't.
No. But, you know, sometimes the route is run pretty well by the receiver and can throw the defense off. So 2nd and 10 now from midfield for Lordsburg.
Oh, here it comes.
And they're going to get all the way back. And almost.
What a catch.
I'll tell you what, that was a good catch. It's going to be a gain out to about the Tatum 44, 45. So a 5-yard gain that time. On the tackle was Robert Martinez that time.
He was blanketed.
Yeah. I don't know how the ball got through or how the receiver saw it to catch it.
Kind of how you're seeing the scoreboard from where you're at.
Yeah. I got to take a step down every now and then. 2:52 remaining now here in this first half. And there it is again.
You saw his eyes get big. He's like, I'm getting it.
Yeah, he was a little bit late on his break that time, I thought, on the defense. But a first down is picked up with a gain of about 5 yards and an inch. I mean, it's not it's hard to call that a first down when it's right on it. From up here. But, you know, we got a bad angle. So, at the Coyote 40 here are the Lordsburg squad, and they're going to snap it deep to Murillo. He gets rid of it. We did not have the flag come out for the late hit. And another one down out here. I thought they might throw the flag on the quarterback there. Or not on the quarterback, on the hit on the quarterback, as he went down well after he released the ball that time.
I don't know if you saw, but he bent over backwards just like the last time. It's like, take a step back or something.
Well, or tell your quarterback to throw it a little deeper.
Throw it in front of you.
Yeah, right. That's what I've always heard. You want to catch them in stride, right?
Right.
You know. So
well, it was a little tough with that
2nd
big old defender in his face, though.
Yeah, I bet. So 2nd and 10, Murillo getting ready for the snap, takes it. Tatum sends a little bit of pressure. It goes through the hands of DeLeo. And 7 is Harris for.
Harris, man. If he would have been looking, INT to the house.
Pretty solid squad. Here, you hold on to
Thank
that.
you.
There you go. I'm starting to get them down now. By this time next week, I'll know everybody's name on and number here. So it will be a 3rd and 10 here for Lordsburg, as the first half is winding down a bit.
Tick-tock.
We are down to 2:10 to go. Long pass that time's there. It is caught by Johnny 5 and then run down by, looks like Cervantes, who's upset with himself, thought he maybe blew the coverage that time.
Almost behind him again.
Yeah, I mean, he has to stop almost every time. Maybe release it a little sooner or something there. You know, but that's some speed out there with Johnny 5.
I think Johnny 5 is probably their fastest player.
No doubt. At least that we've seen so far. The ball is going to be spotted at the 3-yard line, and it will be a 1st and goal from there. So, Murillo gets it. Back to that little quick release, and an easy touchdown that time for Lordsburg.
Valdez.
And it was Valdez that time. He's had a couple of good catches in this game, as a matter of fact. And that one will make it a 50-26 score here in this first half. Boy, that's the reason I don't want to be an official. All that running right there, I think that'd kill me, man.
You and me both. Have you seen me lately?
No.
Goodness.
Apparently I haven't seen anything here.
Have you ever seen me run?
Snap on the conversion attempt, and it will fail there, leaving the score at 50-26 with 1:44 to go here in this first half. And Tatum with the lead.
Recognize some of your Tatum cheerleaders here.
Sun is gone.
Yeah, it is. That's nice.
Nice and cool now. Great evening for football in Tatum, New Mexico.
I tell you what, Friday nights are always fun, man.
Yes. I know we're playing Thursday game stuff, but it's nothing like Friday, right?
There's nothing like Friday, man. Unless you're Jay Funderburk, and then there's nothing like Saturday.
Saturday
college
at 2
football
o'clock, huh?
For our buddy Big Red. We'll be right back.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
We are back right at the kickoff here now as Tatum will take over possession here and try to punch one in before the end of this first half. They've already got a half a century up there. A half 100. 50-26 your score here.
Hundo.
We're going to get there. I haven't seen a 100-point game yet. I've been doing this 29 years now.
I've seen combined, obviously, but not
Yeah.
in this 8-man.
I think I've seen 84 was probably the highest I'd seen.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Coyotes now ready to go. As Martinez back, takes the snap, looks, and decides to keep this one himself. Fakes the throw, gets a gain of about 3 on the play to, I guess, 2. They'll get him to midfield. Yeah, looks like he got run over there by number 7.
Gutierrez.
So they're going to let the clock run. No timeout called here. At least not yet. 1:14 and ticking here in this first half. And a 2nd and 8 now for Tatum from midfield. And a flag comes out here right at midfield after a gain that should be a first down, but it may. And I see Martinez kind of going towards his back or his hip there. Did you see him put his hand back and now got a
funny things happening there.
So I'm assuming a hold perhaps here. And that is the call, so Tatum will back up. The flag was at midfield, so they'll move the ball back to about the 40.
I think because the fumble snap kind of threw everything out, and defenders got into position. We just couldn't block them.
As quick as this game is and the way they're letting the defenses release there, a fumble snap could really throw the timing off of any play.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
So now backed up to the 40-yard line, their own 40, and a 2nd and 20.
54 seconds.
54 seconds to go in this first half. Tatum still leading by 24. 50-26 your score. Has him wide open, and that one even underthrown a bit, but Carlos Martinez to Robert Martinez makes it 56-26. Hey, you can't step away for a second. Somebody's going to score.
That's right.
The Martinez boys out here have done a great job tonight. They're responsible for a lot of these points.
Well, if it was not for the Martinez, they have 6.
Well, yeah. So Kyle's up now 56-26 here.
Making your score 56.
So a 30-point lead, 44 seconds still remaining in this first half. There was 53 left when they got the ball, right? Is that no, 1:44. So it took what, 50 seconds to score. 1:34, I meant. Sorry. So now for the conversion. Martinez flanked on either side here in the backfield. He'll get the ball, the snap, straight into the end zone. It looks like it's caught. And I'm double checking. Is that Cervantes?
I couldn't see the number.
Looks like 20. And I'll double check it as he's coming back towards the sideline. Pumped up just a bit are the Coyotes here. That 20, I can't see his number. He hadn't turned far enough for me to see it yet.
20.
Yep, that is Cervantes in. So 58-26 your score. Tell you what.
How do you do that, dude? That's just unbelievable.
I've been doing it a long time, man. I have to push out everything else I know, so my girlfriend will be mad when I forget her number when I get back home. But, you know, I've got it here. There's only so much room left up in this cranium of mine.
And you save her for ball players' last names. It's unbelievable.
Well, both my brain cells are mad at me, but, you know, it's going to be all right. Tatum with a big lead here, and still in the first half, an hour and a half into it. That's crazy, man. Just lots of stoppages because of scoring. Where are we at? 84 total points already in this one, Shane?
That is correct. Good at math, too. Yeah.
I dabble in math. Now, numbers have always come pretty easy to me. Until you get to, like, geometry and all the formulas, forget it, man. I'm not even close.
Right.
So the Coyotes ready to kick off after yet another score. 58 first half points for Tatum in this one. The ball falls.
They put it back in the grass.
So you can't tell there's a breeze there, but I can. So here comes the kick. This one will be kicked deeper, and it will be picked up by Lordsburg. Oh,
what
that number 22, it looks like. And he gets away from the initial hit by number 40, whose number I did not remember. That's Kirby, Cooper Kirby. Yeah, am I right?
Cooper Kirby.
Yeah. I didn't even get to look. I knew. It came to me. He was the initial man there on the hit for Tatum, and held him up long enough for everybody else to get there and bring down the ball carrier. They're going to be at the 18-yard line to start this one is Lordsburg.
Well, I'm going to say this is going to Johnny 5.
You know, it's not a bad call.
18-yard line here. 38 seconds.
So Lordsburg with the football and 38 seconds to go, 82 yards. Snap, back to Murillo, goes deep this time, and underthrown again. Johnny 5 wanted a flag there, but I thought it was pretty good coverage.
Yeah, it was pretty close, but goes our way, right?
I didn't see much contact there, honestly, but maybe I wasn't looking in the right spot there, Shane. I don't know. Did you see contact?
You're probably blinded from all the sun earlier, so you can't really.
I'm doing this in Braille. That's how it's going. So 2nd and 10 now here for the Coyotes as well. Sit back. Murillo has his play called. Gets the snap and goes straight to the sideline to DeLeo, who will carry the ball out across the 30. Did he get there?
No, about a yard short.
About a yard short. Yep, you're right.
3rd and 1.
So 3rd and a yard here for Lordsburg as the seconds keep ticking away. 7 seconds, 6 left in this first half.
They're giving a lot of cushion over there on the.
Oh, and they do snap it with a second left on the clock. Time has expired, and Murillo couldn't get anybody open. That's a pretty deep zone that time for Tatum. And at the half, Coyotes leading it 58-26 there. And putting a little bit of a revenge hurting on Lordsburg
so far
from last
good.
year.
Yep.
We'll be back in just a few moments here. Again, I'm Dusty Woodham. Shane Williams beside me. Tatum ahead, 58-26.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way. Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington. Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
All right, back again here in Tatum, New Mexico. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Shane Williams beside me. Don't forget, folks, you're listening to this on 100.5 FM KEJL. You've also got HobbsAmerica.com and YouTube out there. Man, we're everywhere. We're worldwide, buddy.
Global.
We are global.
Yes.
Not Globo Gym, though. Although I do like dodgeball. You know, it was
My
a lot of
wife
fun
likes
back in the day.
dodgeball. Yeah, she likes that movie.
Yeah, so 58-26, Tatum has really had no problem scoring so far.
That's not.
And really the only trouble they've had is defending a few of those little short routes that Murillo's been able to get to Johnny Five out there.
Yeah, and some of the ones over the middle, deep over the middle, man, just a little miscue for Lordsburg. But fortunately for Tatum, it was a miscue. You know, if they would have connected those, it might be a little different on the scoreboard.
Tell you what, the turnovers have hurt Lordsburg as well. On the punt return that just got the blocker in the foot, and Tatum was able to recover there. The interception didn't hurt him as bad because Tatum turned it over a couple plays later.
Correct.
Right back over to him. But, you know, Lordsburg's got some things they could tighten up definitely at the half. I think Tatum still with a couple of things too. You ask any coach, they're going to tell you there's plenty to tighten up out there. But so far so good for Tatum. It's kind of like what I call the Texas Tech mentality. If you can't stop them, you just got to outscore them. You know, so that happens quite a bit.
I think one thing they do probably need to do is stop that rush from Lordsburg a little bit, you know, unless they're using it as a counterpunch to get that over the middle. But it's hurt them. They've got some sacks happening for them.
And, you know, to me, if I'm Lordsburg, I probably send two of those guys at the quarterback and leave one right there in the middle defending that play.
Right.
You know? Dare I say that Johnny Five has short-circuited the Tatum defense a time or two?
Way to play the words.
But I wish I knew the young man's name. He's not on the roster that was provided us, and not on the Max Preps roster either, I checked. So may just be a difference in between road and home uniform numbers. Happens a lot. Been doing this 29 years, seen it a ton.
29.
I'll tell you, now that the sun's down, this is a pretty nice little press box here in Tatum, New Mexico. I'm still happy to be here with everybody. It's been a long time since I've done football. It's actually been 11 years since I've done a football game.
What was the last game?
It was a Hobbs game, playoff game, I think, on the road, and not a win.
Oh, well.
For the Eagles, anyways.
Yeah.
So Lordsburg came a long way for this one, man. I've got to look this up, how many miles it actually is. Because I drove 353 from Hobbs to Alamo, Navajo last week. And beautiful field there, set right in the mountains.
What's that?
Hamburgers.
Oh, I don't know.
After the game would be fine? All right, thank
you.
you.
He's asking us.
Yeah, he's asking us if we want one. So burgers.
What a man.
You know what? I'm always down to eat. You
It's
know I like
they
some
saw
free
the
food.
fat dude up here, bro.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing I came then. Anyhow, 58-26.
Lordsburg. How far was it?
Well, I was going to look it up.
Here, I'll look it up. You keep talking.
Yeah, I'll keep talking. I'm not real good at that, but, you know. I think Tatum's defense could definitely tighten up. I think they need to jump that route a little more, as you were talking about, especially when Johnny Five's out there. Murillo and number 5 really do have a pretty good connection on those short passes. If Murillo could get it out there, 376 miles, which gets us about 6 inches from the Arizona state line, it looks like. Not the longest road trip this season, we'll see. Dulce, New Mexico. Will be, and that's coming up in October, I think the 9th or somewhere in there.
So there's a lot of travel for this young team.
There is, but there's only like 12 teams in the state, 12 or 15 teams, something like that, in the state, and 8-man.
So that's
football.
why we're traveling so much.
And Magdalena is right there by where we were last week at Alamo Navajo. Just outside Socorro, actually, not too far out of that. We've got Clayton still to go, Logan still to go as well. Should be fun, but Tatum's going to have a good run of home games here coming up in the next few weeks. Next week they'll go to Estancia to play Cuesta. That ought to be a fun one up there in the mountains. The altitude may
change a little bit. Well, you know what, though? They look like they could run.
Yeah, they do.
So it might not be that bad for them.
You can't run if you can't breathe.
True.
There's that. But Tatum, a perennial contender for the state title in 8-man football here in the state of New Mexico, and showing exactly why so far in this one. 58 first-half points.
And you know what? I've been here before to watch a couple games, but pretty impressed by the turnout. It looks like everybody in the city of Tatum is here to watch this game.
And you know what? Yeah, they support the kids down here. They really do. Coyote Country has always been good to the schools here. And, Lee County does a really good job of supporting their
this
their
environment
efforts.
where everybody's just backed up to the field, it's kind of something you see in the movies. You know what I mean?
It really is. I enjoy the small town atmosphere of the prep sports scene. I sour on pro sports a lot, Shane. These guys are getting way overpaid. And these kids are out here doing it because they love it. They're working hard for their community, for their school, for their coaches, and for each other. And that's the best part of it to me.
That's right. That's right.
So we're going to take another quick break. 58-26, Tatum leading at the half over Lordsburg, who made the long trip here today. I do believe, though, they've got plenty of fight left in that second half. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way. The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Here we are back in Coyote country again. Tatum leading 58-26 at the half over Lordsburg. Lordsburg coming in 1-0 on the year. Tatum 2-0. Got a pretty good laugh out of that one. I'll tell you about that here in a little bit. Not on air, but looks like Hobbs is down to Roswell, you say.
Yeah, so just a couple scores. They're not official, obviously. But Artesia foe we played, a couple weeks ago? Last week?
Last week.
They are beating Berlin 22-0. Looks like the second quarter. Berlin obviously hadn't won a game yet, so
Artesia's solid.
Yeah, they're going to handle them. And it looks like, from what I get, Roswell, the undefeated Roswell Coyotes, is 20-0 over the Hobbs Eagles.
Wow. Hobbs came out of the gate strong against Clovis. Seems like Clovis just down a bit in the past few seasons.
Yeah.
Not to take away from the victory from the Eagles. That's the.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but.
I of course they've had coaching change. Roanhouse was there forever, it seemed like, and such a strong program for so many years. The Wildcats were, and now rebuilding, we'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another big score, Mayfield, 13-0 over Oregon Mountain.
Oh wow, that's good. That's almost a tough one to believe.
Yeah.
So we did find out who number 5 was, and that's Aiden Jones.
Yeah,
Aiden Jones, thank you to the fans here for coming up and letting us know. I tell you what, that's another great thing about this: the communication between the fans and the amateur broadcasters up here.
I guess he's been injured first week back or something, I guess.
Yeah, boy, I bet they're glad to have him back.
Yeah.
So no more Johnny 5. But
it might slip.
Yeah, it probably will. But Aiden Jones has been the star really for his team here.
Yeah, could you imagine what they'd be like without him?
No. No, I can't. Of course, it's the first time I've seen him, so
Well, he's pretty impressive for the first time.
So Lordsburg is going to be ready to roll here in just a few moments. Tatum ready to roll now, you would think, with the big lead, 58-26.
32 points.
That's a pretty good lead. Now, so in basically 2.5 quarters of play, and not even really that, well, they ran 3 offensive plays in the second half last week, Tatum did, and had the 50-0 score.
Yeah. So that was last week, 2.5.
That was last week, and then the 2 quarters here today. But yeah, if you really look at 4 quarters, they've scored about 108 points.
It's impressive.
Tis.
Impressive.
You can put most of that on Martinez, and Cervantes. They've been pretty good. I'll tell you another young man that impressed me last week, though.
Sounds like a law firm.
It might be someday, so you be careful there, sir. But Cooper Kirby had a good game last week as well for Tatum. And it looks like they haven't missed a beat yet. So just a few minutes to go before this second half kickoff. We're going to take a quick break before we get rolling again. Again, Tatum over Lordsburg, 58-26, right here on 100.5 FM, KEJL.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
We're back again. Tatum, New Mexico. Thank you for having us out. Dusty Wyndham here. Shane Williams to my right. And operating the camera.
Trying to, anyway.
Cinematographer.
Ooh,
Shane
it's
Williams.
all jacked up now.
Well, it's because it's halftime and you had a moment. Now, at least you didn't lose it there. So, kind of went limp there, didn't it? Just straight down. Looked like the Hindenburg there for a second, you know? No, good thing it's clipped in up top, of course. That's
Is
one
it?
thing you don't. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So back on to the field of play is the camera. It's a really nice night out here.
It is.
What do you think? 80 degrees out?
Probably pretty close, sir. The
Can't be
mosquitoes
far.
love it, too.
I haven't noticed. But I got pants on here, Shane.
You do.
Yeah. Usually it is my
It
ankles
was
that get chewed up.
120 degrees in this press box when we got here, and you were wearing jeans.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my girl makes me do my own laundry, and sometimes I'm lazy. I'm not going to lie, you know, so there you go.
Well, maybe with all the money you're making doing this, you can hire somebody to do laundry for you.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so. Any takers out there, give me a call, and we'll see what happens there. Second half action coming here. Tatum is back to receive the second half kick. Last week at Alamo Navajo, they received the kick. 2 plays they scored. Alamo fumbled on their first offensive play in the third quarter, and Tatum scored on the very next play to make it 15-0.
That was it, huh?
That was it. We'll see if there's anything close to that this week. Oh, it looked like Jones again. Oh, he fell on the ball that time. And I thought he was going to be slow to get up, but he does get up.
Johnny 5 is everywhere. Sorry, that's not his name.
Aiden Jones.
Aiden Jones.
He's had a pretty good game, though. He really has. And you can't take away from what Murillo's done behind center either. Again, that's probably why their timing's off on those deep throws. If you think about it, he's been injured. They haven't had much time to work together. Tatum will take over here.
See how it all comes together? Yeah.
Nope. Sometimes it does, my friend. Sometimes it does not.
Here we go, Tatum.
Let me get back into my dashboard here once I find it. And there we go. Tatum's first play from scrimmage here in this third quarter will be a gain of about 7. Maybe, yep, about 7 on the play. Martinez to Martinez again.
They have totally got away from the run game. Sorry about that.
You know, and that's odd because they had so much success early on, but you can't fault them. They're up by 32 points, you know, so there you go. So Aaron Forrester out there listening, watching. Here is the second down play that didn't go very far that time for Tatum. Aaron, thanks for being out there. So that was a loss of about 2 or 3 there. I'll make it third and about 5 here for the Coyotes.
Slowing it down a little bit now, it looks like, huh?
Why not? 32-point lead, use the clock.
Get it over with, huh?
But you got to run. So there's that run. Oh, no, it's a fumble. I think Martinez tried to pull that back out of the hands of Cervantes that time. And, well, the defense was there, and Lordsburg will take over on the recovery. The ball will be marked at, when they set it down, where are we at? We're going to be at the 30? 32. Good call. So the second turnover of the game now for Tatum. And Lordsburg will take over with a chance to get closer. And was that a backwards pass? No, they're going to call it incomplete, though the white hat does. I disagree with that call.
I think he lost it. I think he lost it when he's coming across. Hand slipped in for Tatum. I think he lost it.
Yeah, I think so, too. tuck rule. Is that where we're at? It wasn't much of a talk, but either way. So 2nd and 10 now, and a bad snap that time, a little shovel pass. Smart play by Murillo to get rid of the football there because he was meat.
This is
And Ibarra will catch it. Was that Ibarra or Jones that caught it?
Jones, I believe.
It was Jones who caught it.
Yeah, it's a little messy right now, isn't it?
It is a gain of about a yard, so we'll call it 3rd and 9. And here we go. The 3rd and 9. Snap back to Murillo. He'll get it out and wide open. Nobody near him that time.
I didn't see what happened, why he was so wide open.
Tatum played him a little bit deeper there. And that's a 1st down anyways for this Lordsburg squad. The catch was made by number 22, who was Victor Valdez. Now this one comes back over as
De La O.
Yep. De La O gets the catch and slower to get up and shakes it off pretty quick. That's a gain of about 3 now here for Lordsburg. So we'll call it 2nd and 7 now. And the ball just inside the 20-yard line of the Coyotes. Snap back. Throw towards the end zone, and he's wide open as well. And Aiden Jones has scored yet again. Aiden's got 5 touchdowns. No, not yet, but he might have.
I might put 2 or 3 defenders on him.
Maybe so, or shadow him. You know, have one deep man, one kind of planting man, zone the guy back. Either way, that'll push the score to 58-32. Lordsburg strikes first here in this 3rd quarter. Now the snap coming for Murillo. And he'll toss this one back. The whistle just now blowing. And these passes look like they're going backwards a little bit to me.
Yeah. Left side of Tatum's defense is doing a great job.
Yep. Which would be the near side on your screen, and far side, though, from where we sit here, is having a little trouble.
That's what I see. Yes, sir.
So that'll make the score 58-32. Just a 26-point lead now for Tatum as they'll look to get the ball back here. But Lordsburg has hit on something that has worked midway through the 1st quarter on now.
Yeah, no, they've made some long passes on the left side, and like you said, they're cashing in on it.
So there we are, getting ready to roll again. And the kick coming here from Lordsburg takes a big high bounce, but it looks like it's corralled by the Coyotes at about the 48-yard line. Their own 48, that is.
To try to do that little onside bounce kick is what they're trying to do, get it to hop and make a bad bounce and maybe get a recovery.
You know, it seems like that's a good idea. Fewer players on the field, you got a better chance at it maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're still evenly matched, so it's kind of weird. 50-50?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Here we go. Tatum Coyote football at their own 48-yard line, leading at 58-32 here in this 3rd quarter. How much time left there, Shane?
Oh, looks like about 9-1-1.
Whew. That might be what they dialed up here as Martinez goes deep to Robert Martinez.
Oh.
And I thought they were going to throw the flag there for a second as there was a little hand contact.
He tried to push off, it looked like to me, huh? It looks
both
like
of them
come up hurt, twisted an ankle or something.
And he's done that 2 or 3 times.
That doesn't look.
Today, I wonder if that it looks like a cramp. Maybe as they're going to stretch him out here on the sideline. That grass is awfully thick. Probably hard to run in, huh?
Oh, I would bet. Well, you wouldn't catch me running in it, that's for sure.
If I do, I'm running too. Something's got to be wrong. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 here. As the snap low this time, Carlos Martinez is able to grab it, but he runs straight into about 3 guys and still gains about half a yard and bounces straight up towards number 21 there for this Lordsburg squad. And that is not on the roster either.
Dion.
Maybe another kid who was injured or
just
making the trip. Either way, they gave him a pretty good spot on that, I believe, by about a yard. I think they gave him a yard, but we'll call it 3rd and 8.
Just shows how strong he is. He drugged 2 defenders an extra yard.
He really is. He keeps those legs churning, and I don't know if anybody's going to bring him down one-on-one.
No, without a doubt, no.
So Martinez gets the snap here on this 3rd and 8. He breaks 2 tackles. And almost a third. He's going to be about a yard shy here. And a Lordsburg player down in the backfield. He will get up. And
the players that are tackling him are getting hurt.
And that's Aiden Jones. And that's tough. Let's see where they spot it.
We got a flag.
Oh, there is a flag on the play. Going to be a hold against Tatum again, perhaps. Tell you what, hydration is key out here.
Man, you can tell they're wearing down, aren't they?
Yeah, coming off the field this time is Tatum's number 13 here, and that is Gomez. Is that correct?
Yep, Brian Gomez.
Yep. So yeah, I'm going to get this down. So one thing I have been able to do over the past few seasons is memorize a roster after a game or two.
No, I'll be stumbling through it all year.
So that'll bring back a long ways. It is ball now marked at the Tatum 40-yard line. So 3rd and 18 to go. So there's that little screen pass right up the middle again. They kept the spy back that time. And there it is, the tackle made by Lordsburg. Gain of a yard, maybe 2.
Yeah, that was queued up just like what you suggested. And like Coach said, he was the only one that could make the tackle.
See several players on both sides coming off the field a little tight there.
Oh,
again, hydration. And conditioning as well. So they have to run a player on late, do the Coyotes. And now they're going to run him to the other side, stop him. He moves forward now. Is that Harris, number 7, I thought?
I think it's number 2.
Oh, was
Anthony.
it? Is it? Okay. Anthony, that's a pretty good punt. Again, this one bounces right to the Lordsburg receiver that time. And that was Murillo, the quarterback, on the reception. They're going to mark it dead at about the 33-yard line. So
fortunate bounce.
Yeah, it went right at him. I mean, you could have gone off shoulder pad or anything. It's one of them baseball player plays right there. It comes right at you. You got to take that short hop. So Murillo back out on the field for Lordsburg. 1st and 10 from the 32, and a sack this time.
Saw what happened there, didn't you?
I did. That's Fultz on the play. Derek Fultz.
Trying to go deep to Jones again. Well covered this time. Of course, that gives the defense a chance to get the quarterback.
He came up a bit gimpy a minute ago, as you saw as well. And, maybe slowing down a step could help a little bit too, but the coverage, much better. So Murillo back to take the snap again after the huge loss of about 8. And on the play.
Oh, he busted it.
He sure did. Can they catch him? It looks like the speed is there. And good tackle by the young man for Tatum right there at about the 25-yard line, it looks like. Maybe closer to 20, we'll see. That was a good tackle. He ran him down from a long ways back.
We had him.
Yeah.
Just little strong guy pushed through a couple of blocks.
And that was Garrett Anthony on the tackle. I tell you what, making an impact coming in right away, wasn't it? That was a long way to run, man.
Sure.
He did run him down, though, but now a 1st and 10 for Lordsburg.
1st down and 10 at the 20-yard
20-yard line, just 20 yards from pay dirt, and a chance to tighten this game up a little bit more. There's the pass over the middle. They go the other way, and it's dropped this time by DeLeo.
Lordsburg's receivers aren't very comfortable back there because Tatum defenders are flying all around them.
They are, and DeLeo has dropped probably 5 passes where he knew he was going to take a hit.
Yep.
In this one, and most of the passes have gone to Jones. They have to go somewhere else every now and then, or the defense could sit on it. And Lordsburg now facing a 2nd and 10. So Murillo will take the snap, and the line doing a good job protecting the quarterback there for a minute. It breaks down finally, and towards the sideline goes Murillo, and I think he may have lost a yard. Did we see a flag?
I don't see one.
I thought we had one there for a moment. Nope.
Defensive secondary, if you want to call them that on this, is doing a lot better this quarter.
Yeah, Fultz got to the quarterback for a loss of 2. So now we're at about a 3rd and 12 from the 22-yard line. The Coyote 22, so trying to defend here are the Coyotes. And Lordsburg struck first in this 3rd quarter. Can they strike again? They go deep again, and he's open again. 2 defenders, both there, and they both let him go by that time for the Coyotes. I'm sure Coach will have something to say about that here in a moment.
I mean, that's just, he's an athlete at that point in time.
Well, yeah, they just stopped.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
You know, one of them's got to keep going. At least one of them, you know. As you say, because you had the short man, you had the long man. They both thought the other had it. I think that's probably safety's responsibility there. So they score now after the long touchdown, the 22-yard touchdown, and can they get to the pylon? No, they cannot there. We'll leave the score at 58-38, a 20-point game, 12 unanswered now, though, from Lordsburg.
5:12 left in the 3rd.
So, again, 12 straight points open this 3rd quarter. Coach Satterwhite probably not too happy with that one.
No, I wouldn't think he would be. Yeah, but it's miscues.
It is.
It's, mental
untimely
mistakes.
Yeah. So, a 20-point lead for the Coyotes as they prepare to get the ball back. We are in Tatum. You're listening on KEJL, HobbsAmerica.com, and on YouTube. We'll be right back.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Back again here in Tatum. Shane Williams beside me. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Again, thanks for joining us here on, whether you're on the radio or somewhere out there on the World Wide Web.
I'm supposed to have somebody in Houston watching this.
Probably have quite a few elsewhere. My buddy Jason Kuhn back in, he's out in Tupelo, Mississippi right now watching.
I'll be dang.
So there you go. We are worldwide. At least countrywide, right? There you go. So Tatum will take over here at the 49, their own 49, right near midfield here, but have mustered nothing on offense here in this 2nd half. They do lead it, though, 58-38. And there's Martinez to Martinez again.
Cramped
Robert,
up again.
It looked like it. And he's going to have to take a seat for a few minutes on the cramp. It is good enough for a Tatum first down as the ball will now be placed at the 41-yard line of Lordsburg.
They're going to have to give him some fluid.
Tell you what, they could give me some fluid. I'm starting to cramp up here. So Martinez back, flanked on either side. Awaiting the snap here on the 1st and 10. It's handed to Cervantes this time, and he goes right. And there's that out wide run that we had talked about. Shane said they'd kind of gotten away from. They go back to it there and pick up about 20.
They're so fast, they break around that corner. It's good for 10 yards almost every time, 15 yards.
I tell you, Cervantes with some speed too. We hadn't really mentioned him much or as much in this one. Clock starts running again here. We are getting deeper into that third quarter.
4:28.
1st and 10 now here for the Coyotes. Where are they at about the 25, 20? There's another flag right in the middle. Maybe another hold. Third I can think of against.
You got it again, huh?
Yeah, I thought I saw the face mask too.
Wow.
But, you know, sometimes you never know what I do see. So that's going to move them back again. That is the third hold. I think maybe the fourth of the contest here. So that will move them back. It's going to be 1st and a zip code here.
10-20.
I guess they threw it right at the line then.
Yeah.
Because it's a spot foul, is it not? Right. Spot
Don't
from
give
the
me
spot,
lines, sir.
10 yards from the spot.
I'm never a white hat. It's their job to know that.
Oh. Shane's a chain gang guy. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tiffany. Back at the stations, Tiffany Stuber keeping us going. Carlos Martinez keeps it this time off the snap. Little extracurricular activity there late on the play in the backfield that time, but he is able to pick up, what, nothing? Back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
Maybe an inch.
So a couple of defensive subs coming in, as coming out was number 3 this time, and that is Noah Harris. And now we're going to have a stoppage in play here as the officials, I think they're going to have, is it a timeout called, or are they trying to get a player off the field maybe?
Is he bleeding?
Maybe so, and it is Jones for Lordsburg. So, here we go. 2nd and 10. And handoff up the middle this time is good for a couple yards. And even Martinez looked that time looking for the face mask call. They did not get it. That's 2 on this drive. I think the Stripes have missed. My opinion, but I'm way up
Hey,
here.
it's going so fast. It's hard to see everything.
You know what?
Not that I'm defending them or anything, but
I never begrudge the officials because, Shane, I don't want to go out there and do it and take the abuse, you know. And I know those guys do because I'm one that abuses them a lot of times, you know. So we've got a 3rd down play here, 3rd and about 17 here for the Coyotes. Martinez takes it. They had the weak side taken care of. He does underhand the ball, though. They whistled him down, I guess, grass-type roll. They stopped the progress. And so a big loss on the play, a little sportsmanship afterwards by Lordsburg and Tatum. And so the ball now placed at, well, that's going to be about the 40-yard line, is it not?
39.
39, yeah.
4th and a long 24.
That's a long ways.
It is.
How long is that in feet, man?
How long is that in feet? I don't know.
72.
72, yeah.
There you go. Educational as well, we are here on the broadcast. Again, I'm Dusty Wyndham. Shane Williams beside me. It's great to have you here with us, man. You didn't get to make the trip last week, and work obligations.
Yeah,
and
I enjoy it, though. Thank you for having me.
Man, I'm psyched. I really am. Known Shane a couple years anyways now.
Couple days. Yep.
Yeah, it's been a while, I'd say. And athlete in his own right. Played a little football at Hobbs High School.
Been a long time ago, sir. My kids don't even believe it anymore.
You know, I tell you what, I didn't play football at Hobbs High School, but because football at Hobbs High, when I was in school, wasn't great, we'll say. Wasn't your fault. I think it's the offensive line. No, I'm kidding.
I was the offensive
I was
line,
playing.
Jack Wagon.
There's that little short pass again and taking off on the run. Is that Jones again?
Yes, it is.
He is caught, but he may be cramping up as well.
Yeah,
you saw him kind of come up a little bit lame, and he'll lay there after the play.
He's run probably 850 yards today.
Yeah, a little humid here tonight, too, for the area, if you will. So long pass play is completed to Jones again, and they move the ball clear across midfield to the 35-yard line. What a play, and he'll get stretched out on that sideline, maybe?
Yeah. He's by himself right now. Maybe he's just getting some air in his lungs.
Perhaps. Timeout called by Lordsburg, and probably to let him get some air in his lungs. Right. They need him out on the field. Do the Longhorns, are they the Longhorns or are they the Mavricks?
I don't know. It's looks like a Longhorn on the front of their bus.
They're the Mavricks.
Mavricks.
Yeah. Good little squad, though. They've come out. They've played well here on the road in Tatum. Long road trip, too. What, 373 miles? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
That is a haul, folks.
Yeah, cooped up in that bus the whole way.
And there are a few fans from Lordsburg who made the trip. But we're thankful to have them here.
All 7 of them.
Definitely wish them a safe trip back as well.
Yes, sir.
You know, after the trip, Tatum traveled well to Alamo, Navajo last week. Probably had 25, 30 days.
That's good traveling right there.
So, still in the third quarter, are we not?
We are with 1:26.
1:26 remaining now. Timeout is signaled as done. So, they did win their game last week 64-36 over.
Score's almost been
I think it was Duncan, Arizona. It was Duncan, Arizona. Long pass again. Nobody home that time is short arming it a little bit. Was the quarterback.
Short. About 15 yards short?
Yes, sir. That would be accurate.
Maybe, as the announcer just said, it might have been a little bit of pressure. I was looking down the field.
Yeah. Next week, on Thursday, Legacy Academy out of Albuquerque will be heading towards Lordsburg for the matchup against the Mavricks here. And Tatum, of course, will be on the road to Estancia. I've done games there.
Yeah.
Back when it was a UNOS playoff game, I believe, against Estancia, the Bears. So there's the short throw. This time, both the red jersey and the white jersey had a chance for it. And staying down again is Jones getting up slowly. I tell you, he's just beat down.
He is.
He is worn out. He's run that particular route about 27 times already in this one. And, again, Tatum is still leading here at home. First home game is their first scheduled home game ended up being a forfeit win. Tatum at 2-0. Lordsburg at 1-0 coming in to this matchup here.
And they scored 50 in that one as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So this one cross and a good play, but a good defensive stand that time for the Coyotes. And a big stop there to bring up a fourth down play here for the Mavericks. Tell you what, he came all the way across, did the receiver, gets the ball, but staying home and just stopping the football.
Dropped down to his knees and just held on until somebody could help.
So we'll see what happens here on this play as they're awaiting the play call from the sideline. Are the Mavricks here? They trail by 20 still.
It's going to be the last play of the quarter, it looks like. Well, unless it's an incomplete pass.
So DeLeo down near side here. And they're looking for, of course, Jones up top. They'll go the other way. This one's way short. Turn around Tatum. They will get a hand on that one, knock it down to the ground, incomplete, and take over on downs here.
And Jones picking himself up off the turf again.
I tell you what, and he's played both sides of the ball so far. Of course, you see a lot of that in the 8-man game, but
Yes.
I mean,
Coming
coming off of an injury and everything, like
Exactly what I was
you're
gonna
going
say.
same place, right?
Yep.
Coyotes now with a 20-point lead, but failed to score in the third quarter.
That's great.
So that is kind of tough. Here.
9 seconds left.
So 9 seconds remaining in this third quarter. 58-38. Your score. Tatum has the ball at about the 30-yard line. Martinez will bounce it outside this time. Another flag coming, and it looks like it's going to be a hold on Cervantes this time. As he was right where the flag was thrown. And another one in the backfield. Did you? Okay, so you got one flag here at about the 28-yard line. The Whitecap throws another one at the 24, and they're going to mark it off from the 24.
I don't understand.
But if they, so they're, I'm sorry, they only marked 5 yards off. No, so what ended up happening was it was at the, they took that 29 where the flag was at the 29 and backed them up.
Yeah.
So we're going to call it 1st and 21.
Fair enough.
Again, the home team up by 20 over Lordsburg as Tatum did most of their offensive damage in the first half. So far, anyways. Martinez gets that pass out. It is caught. It'll be a gain of about 5 or 6 there on the play. And that should do the third quarter. Well, that's it. Third quarter's done.
In the books.
Or digitally now. See, I got to put that in here. Fourth quarter. Something different for me with the interface and having the banner at the bottom of the screen that provides the score and everything for you. No Mark Broadcasting doing a great job for the Lee County communities, and I certainly appreciate it. Giving me an opportunity to come back and do some prep football.
I enjoyed it.
29th year.
I enjoyed it as a viewer. You know, you don't have kids, you don't want to travel, but you still want to watch the game.
Yeah,
great place to do it.
It really is, and again, all Lee County schools represented there, and fine job being done by the No Mark Broadcasting broadcast teams out there. Of course, the real work being done back at the studio. Tiffany Stuber has taken care of us, and she was taking care of the Hobbs broadcast as well. You want to talk hard work?
You think we're busy, huh?
Yeah. Tiff, we appreciate you more than you know. So we will begin the fourth quarter here. Tatum will have the football and a second and about 16, 17, it looks like. What do you call it, 16? 16. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah, you're right.
See, the old days, you didn't have the video, I could say anything, and, you know, I was right. That was the whole thing. So, not the case anymore. They got to keep us honest somehow.
Accountability, sir, accountability. All right, what do we got?
So the Mavericks will line up defensively. It looks like they're going to send that pressure up the middle again here, Shane. Oh.
Yep,
now, is
they
that
were
going to be
coming.
procedure, or is it going to be the encroachment penalty?
Yeah, they were coming, though, weren't they?
They were. So that'll give 5 yards back to the Coyotes here. Back to the 29-yard line. And I'll make it 2nd and 11, a little more manageable. Here as we are into the fourth and presumably final period of the ball game. Nothing doing that time.
Yeah, no, they didn't catch a block up the middle, and the two defenders got right in there and made a great tackle.
Looks like Cervantes may have been shaken up just a bit on that play, maybe
it's like an arm, maybe.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
As trying to make that block. So we'll have a 3rd down and 11 here for the Coyotes from their own 29. And, well, doesn't get any better. Bad snap. And
snap didn't get off the ground.
Not only is he strong, smart, just to fall on that one. You know, Carlos Martinez,
Hey, there's only so much you can do, right?
I don't know. I think he could carry the whole team on his back. Both teams. Kid is strong. He has run really well today. And now a 4th and, well, from Lovington. We'll see if they can pick up this first down. They'll be punting, of course.
They're anticipating a punt, yeah.
This one high and will land in the arms.
They got a block in the back.
Yeah. So that's a good call. You saw it there. That's going to back them way up here, as the return wasn't bad.
No, it was not.
And it was number 22. That's Victor Valdez.
Flag came at the 50-yard line, midfield.
So that ought to put you back to what, is it a 10-yard penalty or 15? And we're going to find out.
I was never a white hat.
Yeah, but you had a rule book, man. You had a rule book.
Hey, they're the boss out there. They took care of everything.
So all I got to do is wear a white hat up here? No,
Tell
I'm
me
kidding,
what
man.
to do. You tell me what to do.
Ball will be at the 40, 10-yard mark off that time. So, about 10 and a half to go here in this fourth quarter. The Mavericks, though, have moved the ball fairly well. Good defense that time. They snipped out the short pass. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage that time and bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he slid underneath the blocker and snuck right past him and made a great tackle.
You know, I think that's a really good change up on the defense that time. It's a couple of times have been right there on that little route. So 2nd and 10 here for Murillo and the Mavericks. Low snap, he'll pick it up, goes right back to it. This time evading a tackle or two and picking up about 12 on the play. And getting up slowly.
Slow to get up, made a pretty decent cut, eluded one of the tacklers, and I mean.
And was that Vargas again on it? It looked like on the reception that time. So the ball's out across midfield now into Coyote territory at the 48. You know, Lordsburg has been the better offensive team in the second half so far. And still trail by 20. Wide open again, nobody there on the deep pass, and it will be 6 for the Mavericks.
They've done that a couple times. Tatum was just not able to track him down that time.
It's almost like they're trying to bring pressure off the edge there, or like way out on the edge, and he's wide open. I mean, he had 15 yards in between him and the nearest Coyote defender, and that is a 6-point score. They'll bring it to just 58-44 here. And Tatum giving up some points here in the second half, but still have the lead. What a first half they must have had, correct?
Yep.
The 2-point conversion, the pass.
Great play, made a catch, faked him toward the inside and got the defender to go in, and just backed up a couple steps and caught the ball.
That makes it just a 12-point lead for your Coyotes here, as Lordsburg and the Mavericks have come storming back here in this second half.
I had to call that play because Dusty can't see around the wall.
Almost threw it, though. Almost threw it. I could have stood up.
Yeah, but it's getting late.
I don't want to cramp up.
That's right.
You know.
You said you had a lack of fluids a while ago. So
These guys come back out and play, though, after they cramp up. I'm like LeBron. You can carry me off, man. So, Tatum now. Now, do you anticipate the same sort of kick? Maybe kick a little harder and more of a line drive right at a Tatum player here? You're only down 12.
Well, I mean,
you can score quickly.
They're able to move the ball. So, I mean, I don't know.
I think I'd kick deep.
I would
looking
like
for
to
the
say,
field position.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we'll see what happens. But then again, that's why we're up here and not coaching.
But honestly, does field position mean anything in this game?
No.
No.
It hadn't so far, really. Both teams can score from distance, as we've noticed.
I didn't see that.
Oh, young man was down for a moment there for Lordsburg. Again, need my X-ray vision glasses next time.
Yeah, he was way behind the wall. I didn't see that. Is that Jones again?
Probably. I don't know.
Yep,
Is he?
sure is.
Tell you, Aiden Jones is taking a beating, coming off of an injury. He's done just about all you can do for this Maverick squad today.
And he's been injured 8 times tonight.
I tell you,
nope.
There's that short kick again. It is covered and held onto by the Coyotes at about the 46-yard line, their own 46 here. That was Martinez, the quarterback that fell on it. Give the kid a glove out there, you know.
Yep.
Nice smother on the ground that time. So we'll see what the Tatum offense can do. Really good adjustments at the half on defense by the Mavricks and their coaching staff. So Martinez will hand it off this time. Is that Cervantes again? Yes, it is. Cervantes will pick up about 3 on the play to bring up a 2nd and 7. 2, I guess I'll give him there. He's up. It is 3. They had him at the 46, now 49. So just near midfield.
He was just 1 tackle away from busting that one.
He really was. If he gets through, he's got some speed. Cervantes does.
Yeah, he does. He's chased down a couple of offensive guys too.
Yeah, I think he's been pretty solid. He played really well last week at Alamo Navajo against their squad. He gets it back again, and they're milking the clock a little here, are they not?
Picks up another 5.
Gets up a little slowly, but helped up by the teammate there.
3rd and 2.
It is a 3rd and 2, as Shane pointed out there. They are across midfield as they're at the now 46 of the Mavericks. 3rd and 2. Is everything shotgun? You know, you don't see anybody really under center, and I don't blame them as quickly as those guys get through that line. They loaded up the middle again. Martinez kept this time and was taken down for about a 1.5 yard, 2-yard loss. Maybe 3.
A lot of penetration on that right side and just overwhelmed that one blocker. Couldn't do anything after that.
And you know, if he comes back the other way, of course the call was probably to run that direction, but if you can recognize that, come back the other way, you probably score, you know, because those 2 guys can't take him down, you know. He's just so strong, and you don't see too many kids that can run like that with people on their back,
No,
you know.
Not too many, huh?
I do venture to say that Jerome Bettis was probably one of those, but he was the bus, you know.
Call a timeout.
So Tatum will use the timeout here. So here in the 4th quarter, how much time left?
7:26.
7:26 remaining. A 12-point lead for the Coyotes, 58-46. The Coyotes have yet to score in the second half. We'll be back in just a moment.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
We're back again here in Tatum, New Mexico. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Shane Williams alongside me. Good play there. Should have been a flag. I thought they looked like the Mavricks had
even
Martinez by the jersey. I think everybody in the stadium was calling for it except for the official on the near side.
Well, here we go.
Lordsburg gets the ball back. It's pretty got to be nerve-wracking here for the Coyote fans as the Mavricks keep coming at the Coyotes here. Coyotes have still yet to score in this second half. There's they were ready again for that one. That's going to be a loss of 2.
Yeah.
Coach upset on the opposing sideline there, just a little bit though.
Yeah, well, they brought some pressure, and they were a little upset. It looked like that play, Tatum. They wanted to make a stop.
So here, do they go back to it, or do they fake it that way and come back over to Jones here on the near side?
It's probably looking like a Johnny 5.
I mean, what's the last time they ran the ball? Have they run the ball?
It's been a bit.
So there it is,
Johnny
the deep
5.
pass again, and wide open again is Jones. On the coverage that time was number 3, Harris. Is that correct? Noah Harris?
Yep.
But he's playing 5-6 yards off of him, and when Jones cuts back towards the inside of the field, he's even further away.
It's working.
He's afraid of getting beat deep, isn't he? Or it seems like that.
Yeah,
you know.
it's just and Jones is pretty tall.
And there's the play again. Looks like it was caught and fumbled, or they're going to call it incomplete. Yep, it'll be judged incomplete here on the field. It'll be 2nd and 10 now.
So maybe the height difference has the defender a little nervous over here, because it looks like he's giving up about 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Can't be easy to deal with.
No.
So now Murillo will take the snap. He looks back
There
towards
goes
right,
deep.
goes deep
Oh,
again.
got
There's a little
bumped.
contact. They throw the flag about 7 seconds after the ball lands. And I tell you, here's my problem with that. They did not call it here on the near sideline a moment ago, and had him by jersey big time. That time there is a bump and an obvious movement.
Sure.
But if you're going to call it one way, it should be called the other. And things get missed. I realize that, but they might. Yeah, they're going to. Are they going to call it, or are they going to wave it off?
Yep, they called it.
Yep. Tell you, got to be a gripe for Coach on this sideline.
Yeah.
So a big pickup now for Lordsburg as things get more exciting here.
Start the clock.
So now, right back to it. Looks like an interception from here. INT. Oh! I thought this official here near side called it incomplete.
I thought the white hat called it incomplete too.
Well, they're going to have to get together on that. It was a pick. He came to the ground with the ball. He did not. He didn't.
First down.
First down, Tatum, and that's a huge play for the defense.
The only bad thing about it is they're backed up with inside the 5?
They're going to be right at the 4.5-yard line.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah,
I would wager to think that Lordsburg's going to bring something.
Yeah, from here I could see the ball never moved as he went to the ground. It was clearly a catch by the Coyotes there. And 6:09 remaining now. They dodge a bullet there if they can sustain some offensive momentum here.
They got to go forward.
That is what they need to do. That's the object, right? And up the middle is Carlos Martinez. He'll get it out to about the 5.
Line of scrimmage, yep. He almost got caught at the 1, but willing himself 4 yards.
I mean, that first contact does nothing.
No.
It doesn't even phase him. So now we're under 6 minutes at 5:43. You can bet they'll use as much of the clock as they can here.
Without a doubt.
With the 12-point lead. Again, had 58 at the half. Still stand at 58 due to the Coyotes. The Maverick defense has tightened up a lot. They made some adjustments and have been quicker to the ball.
Yes, they have, Dusty.
So we've got a 2nd and 10 here. They'll go up the middle again. And again, just a tackle away from breaking that one.
Yep.
Was Cervantes, but he does get it out to about the 11-yard line, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like we're short about 4 yards.
Yeah, so 3rd and 4 here for the Coyotes. It would be a huge pickup clockwise if they can pick up the first down here. And they are taking their time again. Coach gets to play into the Coyote team. Martinez back for the snap. Just a tailback this time, and it's fumbled. I think he regained control.
I think he kept it. But he probably lost about 3 yards, huh?
Pretty close to it, and is down still as well.
Up.
And they'll stop the clock at 4:27 as they'll come out to check on. I believe it was Cervantes again, was it not?
Yeah, it looked like he was fixing to bust that hole open again and bobble the ball. And as he was trying to recover the ball back, they hit him. Of course, that pushed him backwards at that point in time.
Yeah, and it may just be in that exchange, too, where it just wasn't real clean. Cervantes is up now. Coach reaches out that big arm there, pulls him up, and getting a hand is Cervantes. Wonder if that one's a cramp as well. It just seems like,
yeah.
You know, trainer at the junior college in Hobbs, Nadia, she told me that the advice is to start hydrating 3 days before an event to keep your muscles in tip-top shape. And
I'm about 365 days behind.
I tell you, I can be there, you know. I do drink a lot of water, though. I do. I sweat a lot, though, you know. That's how it goes. So a 4th and 6 now, and Tatum will punt. The punt, not bad. It's going to clear midfield. And
Nobody
beyond
back.
all Maverick receivers, the ball will get all the way to the 40-yard line of Lordsburg. So from the 9, that's a pretty good kick.
Really good kick. It's probably the best one of the night for him.
Very well, maybe. I don't know. The best one in my mind was the fumbled, you know, the turnover. But, you know.
10-4.
It was. That's something where they definitely didn't want to take that chance. There, Lordsburg did not. But they only trail it by 12. There's plenty of time here with 4:16 for the Mavericks to tie or take the lead here against Coyotes. Coyotes have been, well, not good on offense here in this second half.
It's coming down to the battle of attrition, basically.
It is. I love that term. I don't know if anybody knows that. That one a bit high that time for DeLeo. Me, myself, and I. So running a few bodies in and out now, maybe for that conditioning reason for Tatum here. As they're trying to keep some fresh legs out there defensively. Where's 5 at? That's what they need to know here. He's on the near side, and they look right at him. But go to the short receiver that time, and that's Vargas.
So he's been hurt so bad he didn't even go on that.
Yeah.
Gave his defender time to go make the play.
Yep. I tell you, you got to look for a block there if you're Jones. But I tell you, he's done everything else.
He's just wore out, huh?
So we're at 3rd and 10 now. Is that correct? Yeah. 3rd and 10 as Murillo will get it. He'll catch it, and the tackle's going to leave him about a yard short of the first down.
He drug him a yard and a half forward.
Yeah.
If he had went the other way, he'd have been 2 yards short.
Is that Vargas here? I couldn't see his number from here. Yes. No, it's 28, it looks like. Maybe 26. Ryder Jones?
Ryder Jones.
Now they come right at it. And a good defensive play that time from Robert Martinez will give Tatum the ball back right at midfield.
Good job, Robert.
Unless I see a flag, I don't see one. Nope. Oh, look at Coach out on the field, what, about 10 yards?
I'm assuming he's talking to his players.
Oh, no. Something about a flag. He was looking for a flag there. Hey, I think he was talking to, well, could have been his players, but I'm sure it was a white and black shirt he was looking at. Because I don't think his players can throw a flag, Can they? I mean, or is that something new in the 8-man game? No, I'm kidding. Tatum now with the lead, hanging on here. 58-46 with 3:30 to go, and, well, that one went nowhere. So Carlos Martinez will lose a yard that time, maybe 2.
Timeout.
Lordsburg will take the TO. 3:27 to go here in the ball game. 58-46 Tatum. We'll be right back.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
We're back here in Tatum. Dusty Winome, Shane Williams with us here today. And a game that looked like it was going to be all Coyotes and maybe even a blowout has tightened up here in this second half as Lordsburg has fought it back to within just a 12-point deficit here. But time ticking away. 3:27 left in this one. And players on both sides exhausted.
Yeah, Tatum, we just need to hold the ball, run it a little bit, get a first down, put this one on ice, huh?
I believe that's what the home fans are hoping for here.
Yeah.
Got to thank everybody for being a part of the broadcast. Again, Tiffany Stuber back at the studio. All the fine folks here in Tatum getting us set up in the press box and keeping us straight at times up here, you know, letting us know what we're doing. So Tatum's facing a second and about 12 here from their own 49. So a pass out. Could have thrown a flag here on this near side, but it looks like Tatum is going to get their first score of this second half. And they will. That might just ice this one, folks.
Yeah, well, it's what you called for, but it wasn't a pass. It was a run. But
yep. I tell you what, the kid's unstoppable almost. To me, he really is. He's like a bowling ball going through there a lot of the time.
Without a doubt.
And you want to talk about exhausted. He's got to be one of them that is. The score, though, does give Tatum a 64-46 lead here.
Hey, inverted.
That is. 4-6-6-4.
110.
That's a lot of points. That is a lot of points. We'll see the 2-point conversion attempt here, I would assume. As Martinez is back again to take the snap. And he'll take it, roll towards his right. Looks like he's going to keep, and he'll be slung to the ground by who else? Jones.
Those two are everywhere, huh?
Tell you what, pair those two up and
put them in a ring and see what happens.
Not that I'd be upset with keeping anybody on this Tatum Coyote team here, but the 2-point conversion does fail. However, it stretches the lead to 18 for the Coyotes with just 3:15 remaining in this one. But again, there's been some quick strike scores. We may see another. We'll be right back.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
We're back again here in Tatum, New Mexico. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Shane Williams with us for the first time this season. You'll hear him again soon. Don't forget that we will be back on the air Thursday as the Coyotes will have a matchup in the gymnasium, volleyball. As, again, we did the matchup last night. 3-0 straight set victory over New Mexico Military Institute for Tatum. So just W's all across the board.
That's awesome. Tatum's on a roll, huh?
They really are.
But
you know,
that's
and
nothing new, right?
Nimmy a bigger program, too,
Yeah,
if you
without
think about
it.
it. But you see, you know, this game, Shane, I'm seeing early season mistakes on both sides. And really, this is their best. I do believe the best thing about this is there's a lot of teachable moments for the coaches through this one. That one's straight up in the air and caught and wanting no part of a hit. And going down was the Maverick receiver that time. He just wanted to hold on to the ball and not lose it. They've got to have the ball to score, right? Or basically.
Right. Good call there, Dusty.
That's about the best one I've had all night. So, as we know.
So, 3:14 left.
It's, you wonder how much Jones has left in him.
Not much, I wouldn't think.
I tell you what, he's toughened it out probably more than I would.
Oh, yeah. I'd already taken my cleats off. And
yeah, I'm LeBron in it right there. I'm checking my hairline, all kinds of things. So 7-yard pickup, maybe 8 on the pass play to the far sideline as the clock will continue to roll here. What's Lordsburg got? 1 timeout left, I believe.
I believe you're correct.
So only one way to really stop it, unless they can get out of bounds. Might start looking for sideline throw. They'll go deep this time and not able to come down with the ball this time is the receiver for the Mavericks.
Good coverage.
It was.
You almost squeaked it in there, though.
So they've got Tatum volleyball at 1-3. So the first win on the season was against New Mexico Military.
You brought them luck.
I doubt that. Good defense again that time, and right near the first down, about a yard short this time, is Vargas off the reception from Murillo. So that Thursday matchup will be against Lovington, it looks like. The Wildcats coming over to play in volleyball.
Lovington just played Eunice, and I believe they beat Eunice 3 straight.
So now Lordsburg still trying to hurry up and get a score here. 22 rolling right. That's Vargas. He will get it from the backfield. Comes all the way around and will pick up big positive yardage, excuse me. And 2 minutes to go now in regulation. As Lordsburg keeps moving it on. So Lovington will come into that matchup, by the way, at 1-2 as well. So big matchup will be here. And with 2 minutes to go, play coming in for Lordsburg. They still have the 1 timeout. They trail it by 18, though. But you know what? 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions. That's 16 of it, right?
Yeah.
Now Murillo takes the snap, looks left, he'll throw, and it's going to fall short this time of Vargas. Jones just out there as a decoy now. When he's out there.
Yeah, no, I didn't even see him out on that play, sir.
I didn't either. And we'll see if I think they've finally got him out. I see him with his helmet on the sideline there.
Oh, yeah, I see him.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25 here for Lordsburg with 1:55 to go in regulation. In motion again, coming to the near side this time. That's going to be De La O. Does he get out of bounds? No, the clock will continue to roll. And will they call the timeout?
Yeah.
They did.
He's a little upset he didn't get out of bounds.
Just a little? That's a good tackle. You got to keep him in the field of play. Good defensive play that time.
I'm glad your volume's up, or you'd be able to hear that coach over there on the other side.
Oh, I can hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not been happy a few times tonight. And, got the head coach for Lordsburg is missing. It's on this side. And that's going to be Hooper, isn't it? Dale Hooper. Yep.
Dale Hooper.
So we'll go back here. And Lordsburg will try to reset and get a quick score, but they've already used a minute and a half off the clock from when they got the football a moment ago. It's just a minute 43 to go and trailing by 3 touchdowns.
So, back to your volleyball. I don't know what Lovington did the other games, but
They're 1-2. They did beat Eunice, but they lost to Roswell
and Hobbs.
Yeah.
But they were pretty competitive games against Hobbs, that big 5A school.
27-0 now the Eagles trail to Roswell High School.
Great tackle.
Yeah, that was a huge play defensively for the Coyotes. And there you go, Ibarra on the tackle.
He's a better color guy than I am.
No. I refuse to admit it. We're going to win some big awards this year, Shane.
All right.
Now Murillo will get it to Vargas. Vargas will catch it and hit the ground. And that was a 4th and 8 play. He does not get to the first down. And that should do it for this one.
Minute 10 left.
Yep. And what's that, 70 seconds?
It is. You cease to amaze me.
Oh, man. I will cease to amaze you every time you see me. That's just how it goes sometimes here. I am less than spectacular at times, but Shane Williams is here to bring the broadcast back to a respectable level.
Bring it down.
No, you bring it up. You raise the bar every time you're here, man. Since this is the first time, you raised that bar.
Sure, I did.
So the Coyotes will take the victory formation and take a knee there as they'll get out of this one with a W. Coach Solis will head back down towards the sideline here. And looks like Tatum's going to move to 3-0 on the season. That's got to put them in a pretty good position moving forward.
Yeah, it was a little scary there in the second half. Not really doing too much. But guess what? They did enough.
I tell you what, the big score right there towards the end of this fourth quarter was huge for Tatum with, 3:40 to go in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it made a lot of difference here. They gave them some breathing room anyways and kind of took the wind out of the sails of the Mavricks. But Tatum will avenge their loss from last season to this Maverick team. And the Coyotes have moved to 3-0. Is that correct? Or are they stopping the clock?
Nope, they're going to run it out. 10 seconds left.
They probably should. So 3-0, your final score here from Tatum. Coyotes 64. The Mavricks 46. We'll be back in a minute.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Back one last time here at Tatum, New Mexico. I tell you, the Coyotes come out. They score 58 in the first half and almost, you could say, escape with a 64-46 win.
Escape with a 64.
Yeah, I know. It's an 18-point win, but honestly, in the second half, Lordsburg offensively was the better squad, no doubt. Got a couple other scores for you. Hobbs still trailing in Roswell 27-0.
Mercy.
And Lovington looks like they're going to pick up their first win on the year, 49-7. That came across at 8:21. It says
who
right
are they
there.
playing again?
Santa Teresa.
Santa Teresa.
So there you go. We'll see if we can get a score for maybe Eunice and Jow here. But
Eunice played last night.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They won. I don't remember the score, but they did play last night, and I don't even remember who they played now.
I'll tell you in a minute when I look it up. But you got to look at the effort by both teams tonight. Aiden Jones for Lordsburg was fantastic, coming off the injury and being injured 73 times. No, it was, but you could tell his conditioning wasn't quite where it needed to be, cramping up. Of course, some Tatum players did as well. They only played 2 quarters plus last time out, against Alamo Navajo, so first full game they've actually had this season. I bet you see that change by next week.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Carlos Martinez for Tatum, outstanding.
Beast.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have any stats on that tonight, but I think
at least nothing official.
Nothing official, but I think that the play of the game or player of the game would be that stop right here when Lordsburg was driving.
The deflection on the pass?
By Robert Martinez. Yeah, and he blocked that on that 4th down play. And basically, I think that secured the game.
Yeah, it was a huge defensive play. And then, the offensive play towards the end of the game, to stretch that lead out, really took the wind out of the sails, was big too.
Yep.
I do not know who this is that Jal played. NVOHS. Do you know that one? Let's check that out. Jal wins 40-19 tonight.
Holy, no, I don't know who that is.
It says it's a pseudo team, so it's not even a real team. I'm not real sure. We'll have to figure that out as we move forward. But Tatum looking good, 3-0, moving ahead. Next week they will be against Cuesta.
Yep.
Let's look at Cuesta and what they've done here so far this season, just to preview it a bit. As that's what you're looking forward to. Another long road trip, 4+ hours to Estancia. Stadium a little bigger, press box pretty nice up there.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been there and done some games, as I said, with the good folks in Eunice back when, man, that's been a few years now that I've done some Eunice football as well. Have covered now every football team in Lee County.
Look at you.
That's pretty special stuff.
That's what happens when you're old, though. You see a lot of stuff.
What are you talking about? But Tatum, they're out here doing jumping jacks after the game, and
too much energy.
Look, still cramping. Some of the guys are. It's pretty tough. But Coyotes at 3-0, kind of in the driver's seat right now. Lordsburg, one of those teams that will be at or near the top of the 8-man rankings as we move forward here. We'll see them again. Is what I'm getting at.
They definitely got a lot more to do before the season's over.
Yeah, and Tatum is going to have to find a little rhythm on offense sometimes. They looked great in that first half, and second half just really stalled out on most of their drives. And I'm sure Coach will address that this week in practice. Cuesta now. The Cuesta Wildcats are 0-2, it's showing here on Max Preps anyhow. They are playing at Dulce right now, which is a long ways from here. 7 hours.
Mercy.
Yes, sir. And that's a trip we make in October to face that same Dulce squad. Dulce is up 56-36. 2 minutes to go in that one. Looks like they'll go to 0-3. Will Cuesta Dulce to 3-0. They'll keep pace with these Coyotes moving forward. Carlos Martinez, Robert Martinez, Matthew Cervantes. I thought Fultz had a pretty good game defensively at times. But big effort all the way around and a team effort, of course. It's a team sport. But a lot of fun for us here. Shane,
enjoyed it.
First football game on air, man.
Yeah, hey, I appreciate it. It was fun. Lots to improve. But 3-0. Hopefully they go up in rankings this week.
Yeah,
and
they should
get closer to that number 1 spot.
I believe that they have got to be one of the top contenders, no doubt, at this point. They can put points on the board, no doubt about it, as they have put up 114 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, they can do it for sure. Just got to strengthen up that defense in the second half, it looks like.
Yep.
And go from there.
So that'll do it for this broadcast. We will see you next week from Estancia as the Coyotes will take on the Cuesta Wildcats, who are about to drop to 0-3 on the season, trailing by 20 with 2 minutes to go to Dulce, with that matchup looming later on in the season for these Coyotes. For Tiffany Stuber back at the station, for Noel Mark Broadcasting, for HobbsAmerica.com, for the folks who watched on YouTube, and for all of you who listen on KEJL 100.5 FM, I'm Dusty Wyndham for Shane Williams. We'll see you next week.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.